Okay guys, we're changing oil on our 2003 Honda Pilot. So follow a video to the first oil change. You can see we got the car already up on the ramps, and we got the rear wheels chalked off so they won't roll on you. Emergency brake is set, and we're going to use our Mobil 1 5W20 oil, just like in the previous oil change in the 06 Honda Pilot. Got our 17 millimeter wrench to get off the oil pan drain plug, and we got a 20,000 mile Fram oil filter, and we got the 5W20 Mobil 1 synthetic oil, supposedly good for 20,000 miles. This is the one for engines over 75,000 miles. We're going to use a new homemade tool that a friend at work suggested to catch the oil filter and the oil coming out when you take the filter off. So we're going to give that a shot, see if we can do it a little cleaner. And before we install the filter, we're going to pour some oil in it, and that way with startup it doesn't have any issues with oil starvation. And we got our strap, I guess call it strap wrench, and that's going to be used to take off the oil filter. I've taken off oil filters with oil filter sockets, every tool you can think of, and this is by far the best tool to have. You could still buy these tools. This is an old Craftsman, and just to show you how old it is, it's actually a English made strap wrench, and which is just impossible to find. Everything is going to be China, Taiwan, places like that, but it's a good quality strap wrench. I've used it for so many different things. It's really good to have. So anyways, let's get started on it, and we get the oil change in the car. It's got about just right at 10,000 miles on it, so it's due for the oil change. We always use synthetic oil in all our cars, just for engine longevity and good maintenance habits. All right guys, I always wipe all the oil down, any excess oil, any leaks. I always wipe that before I start. Get it nice and clean. Now the engine is warmed up. Evidently when you run your car and keep the oil a little warm before you drain it, you get more contaminants out of the engine. Now I'm going to let it drain a little longer because I ran the car, so all the oil is up in the motor. You got to give it time to make its way down to the oil pan and then out through the drain plug. So I'll let it drain for probably about 15-20 minutes. This is a 17 millimeter wrench. I always keep a spare oil filter around too, in case the initial one you put in leaks. I did have one oil filter one-time leak on me, and I needed the spare, so I always have one just in case. I always put a liquid Teflon on the threads of the oil plug when I put it back on, and that helps prevent any leaks as well. So basically this is applies to any car. Get rid of the drain plug, take it out, and drain all the oil. Not much more to it. So as you can see it coming out, when there's less oil, you'll move your catch bucket back towards the front of the motor because it won't be shooting out so far. Like I said, I'll let this go for about 15 minutes. All right guys, we're back. We're gonna put our drain plug in now with a little bit of Teflon, liquid Teflon, to seal it. This is a Permatex brand of liquid Teflon. That's all there is to it. Put a little bit on the threads, thread it in, and you're all set. Just tighten it up. You're going to finger tighten it and come in with the wrench. And that's it. We're going to get the filter loose with the strap wrench, if you will. We're just going to get it loose before we drain it. All right, let's see if that's going to work. All right, guys, we'll see if we can see this in the video. But basically, we're going to grab that filter, let it fall into this container. And it's going to be a little hard without that tire coming off. Oh well, so much for that tool working. I had no luck with it. Hard to get a good angle. But it's a good idea, it just doesn't work with the Honda Pilot. At least I couldn't get it to go. Well guys, that didn't work for me at all. So it's a good concept, but I'd have to pull the tire, have the camera at a different spot to get it to work. But basically, kind of get that filter off, clean up all your oil, put a new filter on. All right guys, we're gonna put the filter back on. Around the gasket, I use petroleum jelly. Some guys use oil. I've always had luck with petroleum jelly and never had a filter get stuck to where I couldn't get it off. For me, it seems to work the best. I've tried engine oil and have not been as successful as the petroleum jelly. So basically, you screw it on after everything's all cleaned up, and I'm going to tighten it a little bit with the strap wrench. Just a little bit, not too much, because you break that gasket. And that's about it. Okay guys, it calls for 4.5 quarts, and that's all you need to fill the motor. So I'm gonna put in 1.25 quarts now, and then check underneath for leaks. I'll probably put in 4 quarts. I forgot to put it in the filter, but basically, since the filter goes straight up into the car, you can put a little bit of oil in the filter. Helps with startup, so it doesn't starve for oil. All right, guys, we're going to start the car up. See if we got any leaks. No leaks here. All right, we're good. No leaks. Okay, guys, after the car runs for a while, shut it off, make sure it's on level ground. You're going to check your oil. This 2003 Honda Pilot actually calls for 5.1 quarts with oil filter when you change the oil. I thought it was 4.5. I checked the operator's manual and it said 5.1, so I made a mistake telling you guys it was 4.5, but it's actually 5.1. Basically, this is your oil dipstick. You want to check it so that it is right between the two dots there. And I don't know if you could see it, but we're right where we should be. I had put in exactly 5 quarts. And looks like it's pretty good. Oh, and one more note, the filter I used was a Fram part number FS35938. It is not the recommended Fram size filter for this car. We used a larger filter that filled up the mounting surface on the oil filter bracket that attaches to the motor. Back in the day, my mechanic that was changing the oil for my father used a larger filter, and I've been kind of copying it ever since. So this is not the like I said, not the one Fram recommends as a factory size. If you use the factory size, you're gonna have a lot of open metal, surface metal on that mounting plate left open. You can actually go to a wider filter for the 2003 Honda Pilot, and it fills up that filter bracket a little better. Anyways, this is the size I use. It works perfect, no issues. I checked for leaks, no leaks, and we're all good. So thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe and remember to keep pushing yourself to learn. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.